and welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. Now let's right click on the login button and let's take care of that very fast. Okay, select action perform right in here. The first thing I like to do is to declare two strings. Okay, the first one is going to be string username. Let's say that equals JTXT username and dot get. Let's get whatever value is entered in there. The next one is going to be that of the password. So copy all of that, paste. Alright, in here that's going to become password, and this name becomes JPassword. Right, that's taken care of. Now let's use an if statement. If username dot contains, so I'm going to have a unique password in there, dot contain, let's go for 1, and this is how you enter your and password dot contains, let's go for, let's say 1 as well. You can always change it to whatever you want, the choice is yours. Right, so let's come in here, let's use the coil braces, and that will become username, this very one. So let's clear it, clear that, and here change this to an S, and repeat the same thing for the password. That's lowercase s, change this to an S as well. Right, and the following, I want all of those buttons, those very buttons, I want them all enabled. So let's come up here, I'm going to copy all of this, copy it all, and right underneath here we change these to true. Right, so let's repeat the same thing for all. Okay, that's what's going to happen once the user gets the username and the password right. All of this will happen. Okay, supposing it's wrong, so let's say else if, we're going to use if not. Okay, let's copy that. Right underneath here, I'm going to enter else if not, paste all of that in there and just enter, let's enter not in there, and cover this up and cover this up as well, enter coil braces in there. So if that's not happening, this is what I want the system to do. All of this will be cleared, and copy what we have in here, enable, the system will become false. Right, so that's what's going to happen. Let's take care of that. Okay, supposing the user got it wrong the very first time, so let's give them the choice of okay, let's try to give them 3 attempts. So in there I'm going to declare a variable, I'm going to call it int attempt. Okay, it's a global variable, you can paste it there or you can just paste it right in here. Okay, you can place it right in here, the choice is yours. So if I paste it right here into temp, my variable, okay, it's also a global variable, so I'm going to just get rid of this. I just want you guys to know you can paste it there, so that's fine. So right underneath here now, in here, let's use if attempts. No, we need to actually say attempt itself right here. Attempt plus equals 1. Right. If attempt equals 3, what I want the system to do is to exit there. So if you have three goals and you still get it wrong, the system will automatically exit. So let's save and try it out. Okay, we try it out with the wrong details. As the first attempt, second attempt, and third attempt. So that's the whole purpose of this. Okay, let's try to get it right now. As you can remember, username is 1 and password is 1. There we go, guys. You see all of the buttons are now enabled. Okay, so what I want to try and achieve is when I click on this button, I would like this button to be able to call the form that I intend to use. Okay, click on that and that should call the form. Alright, so let's exit and come right in here, right click on the button. Now I think the first form that is ready, let's come in here. The very first form that I have in place is the pharmacy. Okay, the pharmacy is ready. So before anything can be done, let me increase the rows I have, the columns actually I have for this table. I think in total here that's about 16. Right, let's come right in here. Make sure the table is selected. Let's go to the properties and we need model, so we'll come right in there and just change the columns here. I'm going to change that to 16. There we go, guys. So let me go back to my login here, and I need the login to be able to call. I need the pharmacy to be able to call this very pharmacy there. Then right click and let's go to event action perform. Now event action perform. Right in here, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to create an object. Okay, let's say the name of the object is going to be called pharmacy. I believe that's the name of mine. So pharmacy equals, let's say my pharmacy equals new pharmacy. There. So I believe this name is right. Let's come in here first and see. Yes, it is correct. Yeah, that is the right name. So all we just need to do is to enter parentheses there. So that's my object created. Now I'm now going to call, let's say, my pharmacy dot set visible. That will be true. Equals true. There. So one other thing we need to do is to import this very pharmacy. Let's come in here, click and add import of pharmacy. There we go. See? Okay, that's fine. So if I run it, let's save it first, run it and see if we can call that very form. Now run. Let's see. Enter the correct details there. 1 on 1. Login. And let's call the pharmacy. There we go, guys. Our pharmacy is working. So the other thing we need to do is, if I select any of these medications there, I expect it to populate this, and we can always click on any of these buttons to add the details onto the table. So let's come into the pharmacy one, take care of that first, then we can go on to the others. However, the project is looking brilliant, so let's come in here. I need a pharmacy. There we go. There's a pharmacy right here. Right click. What's the name of that? Okay, there. That's the name. Let's just copy that very name. So in here, I'm going to right click on this. Let's select event action perform. Repeat the same thing. I don't know why it's like that. Okay, come in here. I'm going to use an if statement. If this dot now. So if is equals, let's see the very first name. I'm going to copy all of these names because I need them all copied. Now back in there. The very first one is equal. Let's just comment. That is ibuprofen. Okay, if the very first one equals ibuprofen, this is what I want the system to do. I would like the system to populate as follows. Right. So I want the system to populate the following. You see, from here we have reference number, dose, number of tablets, lot number, expire date, issue date, expire date, and so on. So I want that in here. So that's going to be reference number dot set text equals, let's say, is IBU. That's the reference number there. That's the for the very first one. Then the name of the tablet is ibuprofen. So I'm going to copy all of this, just paste it in there and change the rest around. Right. Okay. Tablet. Let's see what's the name of that one. What's it called? Table name. Is it this? No, it's this one. Okay. It's CMB. Alright then. Back in there, change that to CMB. CMB. Right. CMB does contains. Okay. And let's change this one. If it contains. No, we need to set it. Okay, it already contains, so let's get rid of this. We don't need to enter anything in there anyway. So just this one. So the dosage, let's say the dosage is 2, and number of tablets, let's say we have in a pack, if we have like, let's say 32, and in a lot number, let's give it, that's a lot number, and date issued, the dates, maybe we should do something about the date, but let's enter today's date for now. That's 05. Right, date expired, let's make that 2019. Yeah, and this is maybe 4. And the next one is daily dose, let's say maximum 4 times a day. Right, that is the data that goes in there. Let's see what else do we have. Okay, we have all these other ones. Okay, let's populate this as well with some information back in there. Okay, let's enter something in there. I'm going to change that around just to get rid of all the errors. So NHS number, let's change that to whatever. Okay, why do we have this error? Let's go in there and see that of the NHS. Right click, what's the name? Oh, it has no name. That should be doctor's NHS number. NHS number. Okay. Let's see the names of this one. Alright, that's fine anyway. Doctor's NHS number. Paste that in there. Right. And patient's ID number. Okay. SCP. That's your number there. How to use medication. Let's see. So in there, let's just say use water, no alcohol. Use water, no alcohol. Right. Now, what about this? Driving using machine? No. No driving. No driving or using any machines. So let's just enter no. Administration. So I don't know. I just enter yes. Actioned. And in here, let's say storage. So store in, let's say let's say cold. Okay, or let's just say temperature. Let's say temperature less than 20 degrees. That's fine. And here, further information, let's say press dispensary. Is dispensary. Okay, and number 4, possible side effects. Or let's see, it's an ibuprofen. Possible side effects. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. I'm going to make up something. So we can just enter maybe bleeding there. Where is it? Let's try that again, get rid of that. here. That might be one of the possible side effects. So that's that done. Okay, so let's run it and see what's going to happen. I'm going to save it first and run. Enter the right details. Log in. There. Okay, there should be nothing in here really. Okay, that's it. So the other thing is I would like you to populate. Yeah, once it's selected, I would like all of this populated. So let's get rid of the content here and be able to select it. So that's what I want the system to do anyway. It's working the way I want, which is very good, very good in fact. Now let's go back in here, select this, and in there let's say select, make a selection, make a selection. There we go. That's all. So if we save now and try it out again. Right. There. Select, make a selection, ibuprofen. There we go, guys. And when I select that, I just want that to be able to populate all of these. Yeah, that's good. So let's do that as well. Before populating the table itself, I think it's going to be a good idea. Let's give the table, each of the columns have their own respective names. And there's one other thing I would like to change in there. You see inside the module here, I started with 6, so that should be 0. And the first column here, this title, that will be, let's change that to name of tablet. Then we have reference number. Okay, so I believe you get the whole idea, so I'm going to speed that up now. Okay guys, I've finished entering the title for each columns on the table. So let's click on OK and have a look at it. It should be there somewhere. There we go. Those are the title. Now you see these buttons, I'm going to change their details. So the first thing I want to do with this one is let's change that to delete. Then I'm going to change this to updates, and the others I would like them to be able to call the other components. So let's get the names of the other components. Alright, this is going to be, since this is pharmacy, so let's change this one to doctor. And here that's going to be, let's say GP appointment. Appointment. The next one is going to be patient. Then we have payment here. Right. Then let's call this very one pharmacy. And the last one, we're going to need one more. Yeah, I think that is right, because this form is pharmacy, so this one should be pharmacy office. Okay, that's good, that's fine. Okay, and we should be able to go to the login form from here as well, so we don't have to add one more buttons, or maybe two more, one to exit and one to take you back to the login form. The choice is yours. Right. Okay guys, this is how the whole system looks now. Okay, but before I can start updating this very table, I'm going to have to declare the following variables, or I'm going to have to import as follows. Let's get the library here, this very one. We need this very library. You must import this, or else the table will not work. Okay, now let's come in here. You see where we have the update, right click, event, action, perform, and right there let's get rid of this content in there and just enter as follows. So we speed that up. That is for ibuprofen. Okay, if ibuprofen is selected, all of those content should be added. Alright, but the other thing is I can just delete this. Let's delete this and just leave it like this. Okay, that is for the upgrade, the update button. Okay, so let's try it out. Let's just save and run it and see what's going to happen. And run. Okay, let's log into the system itself and try the pharmacy out. Click there. Okay, we select ibuprofen. There we go. So let's see update. You see that, guys? Right, that is fine. Okay, but we need to move this around. This is supposed to be reference, so this one, move this one here. Okay, let's look for where we have this and we'll move this. Right. Okay, now I need to move reference to here. Okay, it seems to have two reference. That's not right, so let's just cut this one off here. Cut and replace it with this. Okay, and grab a reference, bring a reference in here. Let's drag it, drop it in there. Then this very one, paste it right here. Okay, let's get rid of this. Right, hopefully that should take care of it. Compile and let's try it out. Okay, have a good look at these lines of code. I believe is all in order now, so I'm going to run it and then we take it from there. That's 1 and this is 1. Okay, select ibuprofen. There we go. Yeah guys, look at that. So that is fine. Alright, so that is fine. Now delete. We need to be able to take care of delete. If we select anything, just delete. Okay, we'll just take care of the delete very fast. I can always copy that here anyway. Oh, okay, let's copy reset here. Oh, sorry, exit. Come in here, exit, there we go. Let's exit, copy that and just paste that in there, but I'm going to have to declare that. So let's come back in here, exit. That's my exit. Action, perform. come right here, paste that in here. There's going to be an error, so I'm just going to add that here. Private JFrame is frame. There, that error is gone. Now for the delete, so let's go for delete. Click event action perform, and right in here, those are the lines of code for delete. Have a good look at it up to here. Right, so let's try it out and see what's going to happen. Now enter some value in here and in here as well. There we go. Alright, ibuprofen, update, and here select delete. Oh, that's fine, it's working. Okay, delete, that's fine guys. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of the second part of this tutorial. See you guys shortly.